What's he got?
So I'm going to start this one off a little different. It's definitely a dive video, but to add a little backstory to it.
It's a pumpkin.
We were rod and reeling some
definitely.
hogfish off this spot prior to diving it.
He's all bubbled out on that side. Look at that joker.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't never got one without any holes in them. Oh, maybe one, but not like that. Jeez. That's crazy. On a jig, they're so thick. You're catching them on jigs. That's a good female.
That's a baby. Look at that one.
That's a big one.
Big old bigot. Big old bigot. It's still on to the west. It looks like it's going northwest now.
Okay. Is there any, if this is just like a defined hole or something like that?
It's, the time I dove it, I was right on the edge of like some grass and some scattered rocks, and the hogs came to me off the high side, like on the grass. So I'm going to put you up on the high side a little bit, and the current will pull you to the roll, to the edge of where the sand is at.
Okay.
And that's going to drop you where I saw the large start at. You should see the edge of it. I saw what you meant. It's like a little bit dusty on the bottom, but you can see it real
Yeah.
a long way up. But when you get down there, horizontally, it's kind of dusty.
Like a little haze.
Like I was looking for some kind of big fish movement, but I didn't see anything. Turtle right up here. Oh yeah, he's on something down there. Damn right. You might never a turtle. There you go. All right, correction, put it right to
Ready?
the edge.
So when we were rod and reeling, that was on our way out. This isn't directly right after we got done rod and reeling. We'd already done a dive each out on the outside ledge, and it wasn't stacked up with fish like we were hoping, so we decided to move back in. This spot was kind of on the way to another cluster of numbers that he had, so we decided to go in. It was pretty good on rod and reel, so we figured it could be real good. I never dove any of this area here before, so I'm just kind of glancing around, trying to figure out which direction I want to go. I know he said those hogfish came out from the grass, but it kind of looks like a hard bottom, almost makes a ledge there. Not a defined crack, but there's definitely some hard bottom. I can see some hogs around and some tropicals around, but it's not like big time like I was thinking after catching those couple on rod and reel. can see that shark coming in super fast. I know the visibility is really good, so you can see him from far away, but he was just moving a lot quicker than they normally do. Luckily, after dropping that hogfish, I just assumed that he was going to come in and hammer it with as fast as he was moving, but luckily he didn't. I'm not sure what kind it was. It doesn't look quite like a sandbar. Maybe it's some kind of black tip or a reef shark or something. I'm not really used to seeing sharks, that species of shark anyway. Now, I said that we came in from out deep, but this is still pretty deep. I think we're still around 150 foot deep here. And the current's kind of got me. I think this would be a great spot for a scooter to cover some of this hard bottom and look for the little patches of hogs. But this is pretty much the end of my dive. I mean, I tried to kick against the current a little bit and do some exploring. I end up seeing that shark again, and he kind of does a quick circle, sniffing up that blood from that last fish I shot. So I figured he was going to be a problem eventually. After seeing that shark do that tight circle in that blood from this last fish I shot, I was sure he was hungry and he could possibly come up at me as I was coming up. So I'm just going to go ahead and send my fish up so I can have both hands clear and ready for him if I need to do anything. I didn't have any issues, but sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. Yep, you can see him hunting the blood trail right there. He's definitely looking for them wounded fish.
there's a black tip or something down there. Something. There might be a sandbar, but he looked different.
Following you around.
He was on the bottom. He got a little, he was sniffing the blood for sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah.